welcome back to another video. I know it's been over 6 weeks since I posted the last video, and I've had lots of comments from you guys asking, yo dude, Chris, what's happening? What's happening to the channel? No new stuff, no new uploads, are you all right? And the answer is yes, I'm absolutely all right. I've actually done a whole lot of travels. I've been pretty much traveling for the last 3 months. I've been really busy filming content and creating stuff, but so much so that I haven't even been busy to actually get down and edit all the footage. So plenty of cool content in the pipeline. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe and activate the notification bell to know when all these new and amazing videos are gonna drop. But in the meantime, I've had so many questions from you guys here in the comments and on email and DMs and in my WhatsApp for those who have my number, that I thought, you know what, it's actually time to do a Q&A video. And since a lot of these questions are even travel related, I'll also share a few travel tips along the way. Anyway, for those that knows my videos, I don't usually like to talk too much. I kind of like to do montages with music for my audience to actually experience the places I visit and not kind of have a self-centered vlogger who keeps talking and talking and talking over all the footage. But in this video, it's actually going to be quite different. I am going to do a lot of monologues because obviously I'm going to be answering your questions. But to keep in line with my style and the usual, things that I do in my video, I'm actually going to break up these questions with montages of my favorite footage that I've shot right here in Los Angeles over the years. So, welcome to this Q&A travel tip video.
I wanna put you on a plane. I wanna take you to LA. I want you right there with me. I wanna take you all the way. I wanna take you all the. Just one place I wanna take you. California breeze in our face, yeah. Bumping YG in the tape, yeah. Out in LA like a lake.
You guys asked me, what's my bucket list of destinations? Whew. That's a really hard question to answer. I mean, frankly, I've traveled the world long before I started this channel. And the reason I started this channel is because I thought, there's so many great places, so many amazing landscapes and rich cultures that I really wanted to show it to the world. And that's why I started this channel. But yeah, I mean, there are tons of places that I've visited before the channel and that I want to go back to actually feature on this channel. Places in Latin America, places here in the US, other places in Asia. But if we talk about this year, I mean, I think the highlight of this year so far, and we're only in April, is, yeah, I'd definitely say it was Tanzania. East Africa was amazing. I mean, I had no idea what to expect. It was kind of a last minute thing, like bam, bam, bam. And there I was on a plane off to Tanzania. And I was stunned. I mean, I wish I had more time down there. So for sure, I'm gonna go back to Tanzania, maybe go to Zanzibar, travel more around East Africa and Africa as a general. But for this year, I mean, I'm back in the US right now. So most probably the next video that you're gonna see dropping here is gonna be a video about Las Vegas. And I'm gonna sort of, tell you a little bit of the history of Vegas and show you some cool shit there. Apart from that, I've had some amazing travels in Asia. I've been to Thailand, I've been to Indonesia, I've been to Vietnam, and none of these videos are edited yet, so you're definitely gonna see plenty of Asian videos dropping soon. But what I can say is what I said in the beginning, we are living on an incredibly beautiful and diverse planet that we all call home. So there are plenty of amazing destinations that I'm gonna line up for you right here.
Let's go to Hollywood and make a move. Show your body off of Venice Beach. Just promise you'll be giving it to me. You'll be shotgun in the bench. You'll be sending snaps to your friends. Matter of fact, tell them all come through.
Okay, next question. Many of you have reached out and said, Chris, what happened? Where is your Instagram? Why can't we see you on Instagram anymore? Where is your social media handles? The sad truth is the Instagram account got hacked and I had to close it. I mean, people hacked the account and pretended to be me and contacted you guys, and it just wasn't feasible. I mean, I'll give you one example. They had looked in my DMs, basically in the contacts and correspondences that I had, seen a person that I was close to, contacted that person pretending to be me and saying like, hey dude, I just lost my passport and my credit card, can you help me out? And then that person actually sent them money. And I only found out because that person then called me on my phone and said like, dude, are you all right? Did you get the money? And I'm like, what money? And that's just one of the example of what happened with that hacked Instagram account. So I want to protect my privacy, but most of all, I also want to protect your privacy, and I don't want that kind of crap to happen. So instead of just changing the password, I deleted the account completely. And since then, I haven't really been back on social media because I haven't figured out a great way to sort of interact. Yes, of course. I mean, I opened this Instagram account to be in touch with you guys more regular because, I mean, you know, I post a video on YouTube maybe once a month because first of all, it takes a long time to shoot stuff. It takes a long time to edit stuff. And I want to make the content sort of meaningful. But of course, through social media, through Instagram, I could post daily little stories, let you know where in the world I am, what I'm doing, post a few cool pictures and stuff like that. And most of all, interact with you guys through the DMs. So yeah, second part of your question is like, how do we get in touch with you right now? Sadly, I don't know. I mean, I guess the only way to get in touch right now is if you guys leave a comment here on YouTube under the videos. But what I can say is I've actually just activated a feature where I filter all the comments. That means if you guys send me your WhatsApp number or your email address with a question and a request for me guys to contact you, that comment is actually not visible to the public until I approve it. So obviously I'm not gonna publish a comment with your personal email address or your WhatsApp, but I'll just note it down, contact you, and then delete that comment so it's not visible for the others. I know it's not practical, but right now that's sort of the only practical, for me, workaround for you guys to get in touch. So if there is anything, send me your contact, send me your email, send me your question in the comments here on YouTube, and I'll reach out to you as long as you guys are legit.
I wanna put you on a plane. I wanna take you to LA. I want you right there with me. I wanna take you all the way. I wanna take you all the. Just one place I wanna take you. California breeze in our face, yeah. Bumping YG in the tape, yeah. Out in LA like a Laker.
All right, folks. Next question. Frankly, it's a question that a lot of you have asked in different ways and form, and I think it's a perfectly well-deserved question too. So, in a nutshell, you guys have asked me if I have any tips for you, how to cope with travel, and if I find travel stressful. So, yeah, look, I get it. Travel can be super stressful because you gotta check in, you gotta be at the airport on time, got to go through security, you got to deal with delayed flights and maybe even canceled flights and all that kind of shit. So yeah, I get it. Travel can be stressful. But on the other hand, I mean, I've traveled all my life. My parents are from different countries. I've traveled for work. I've lived all over the world. So to me, travel is sort of a necessity. And like a lot of things in life, I think it's just a state of mind. It's a mental thing. So I don't really get myself stressed. I don't put myself in a state of mind where I'm like, oh God, I gotta travel again. And no, not at all. I kind of look forward to my destinations. Travel is a necessity. So I kind of just, you know, let it happen. I try to be relaxed. If a flight's delayed, well, so be it. If a flight's canceled, you know what? I think it's cosmic. It just wasn't meant for me to get on that flight. So in that kind of part, it's more a mental thing. And like I said, same thing with many other things in life. As long as you don't let things stress you, you're not gonna get stressed. So my tip is just chill out and let the universe do its thing. All right, guys, next question. Well, that's actually a question that I've had from a few people, and that's like, do you have general traveling tips? As I said in my earlier answer, first of all, put yourself in a state of mind where you're relaxed, where you're not anxious, where you're not getting stressed out. But apart from that, look, everybody's different. We're all individuals. Our clocks, our bodies, our minds just tick different. So it's very hard for me to give you a tip which sort of maybe works for me, but it might not even work for you. But generally, what can I say? I mean, I would say, first of all, try to get a good night's sleep before you get on a long haul flight, because it's gonna make you feel a whole lot more relaxed and you'll be in a way better place. For the rest, I mean, don't eat like too much heavy meals the night before. I personally really get sort of, you know, tired if I eat a big fatty meal and things, so I try to just stick with a nice salad, make sure I have enough proteins and energy in there, but I don't eat too heavy before another, you know, heavy long haul sort of, you know, strainful flight. And I don't know, next tip maybe, I travel light. I don't like, you know, I mean, we all make mistakes, and I've really learned from my mistakes over the years, where I ended up packing so much stuff that I didn't even need. So I found myself with a whole lot of stuff that I was carrying around from one destination to the other, but I wasn't really needing it, nor was I using it. So my tip, pack light, pack only your essentials, and try to track yourself when you put something in the bag and ask yourself, do I really need it? Am I gonna use it? And frankly, depending on the destinations you travel to, if you're gonna be traveling to countries like, you know, Asian countries or African countries, things out there are really cheap. So instead of packing a whole lot of t-shirts and shorts, you can just pack 2 or 3, and in case you feel that you're running out or something broke, you can just buy it over there. And frankly, what I do is I buy things and give them away to needy people, because I rather carry some souvenirs and, you know, some nice foodstuffs and stuff in my luggage when I go back home, rather than carrying all sort of dirty laundry.
Get over to the west side, 'cause I ain't nobody like you. Yeah, yeah. I'll never despise you, never despise you. Let me put you on a plane, take it to LA, fly you all over the ocean. Let me put you on the beach, then back to the bay, so you can say you've been West Coastin'.
You guys ask me what's your favorite food? Oh guys, I mean, look, as you can see from my shape, it is obvious that I am a food lover. And you know, for my videos, that I do plenty of foodie things in my videos too. So yes, absolutely, I love food. There's no denying it. But would I have to put a geography to my food and saying what's my favorite food? Frankly, it's very hard to say. I think if I have to put a geography to it, I would say Asian food, because I absolutely love Thai food, Sri Lankan curries, Indonesian food. I mean, even those are so different because of the textures. You know, one country uses more rice, the other uses more noodles, the one is more vegetarian based, the other one meat based. Different variations in what kind of spices and what kind of herbs they use. So it is hard to say. But do I love comfort food? Of course I love comfort food. I mean, who doesn't like a good pizza and a good burger and some pasta and that kind of stuff? So yeah, let me put it like that. I love food, and it could be any food as long as it's good food. But if I have to put a geography to it, I would absolutely say Asian food. You got my heart.
Sunshine in my jewels. Let's go to Hollywood and make a move. Show your body off of Venice Beach. Just promise you'll be giving it to me. You'll be shotgun in the bench. You'll be sending snaps to your friends. Matter of fact, tell them all come through.
Next question. A few of you have seen me wearing Kriz Harris branded t-shirts in some of my videos and asked me whether I do sell merchandise. Well, yes, it is true. I do have some t-shirts which I made for my production company and that I may wear in my videos sometimes, but I don't really have a line of merchandise that I have on sale for my followers. Frankly, I wasn't really planning on anything like that, but since you guys asked, let me know. I mean, if there is interest in Kriz Harris t-shirts or luggage tags or hats or whatever you guys are interested in, let me know. I may be able to look into it, but the answer to the question right now, if there is Kriz Harris branded merchandise for sale out there, is no.
I wanna put you on a plane. I wanna take you to LA. I want you right there with me. I wanna take you all the way. I wanna take you all the. Just one place I wanna take you. California breeze in our face, yeah. Bumping YG in the tape, yeah. Out in LA like a Laker. Like a Laker, we be ballin'. I always touch base when I'm touring. So you ain't gotta worry about the thing. Now you ain't gotta worry about the thing. Sunshine in my jewels. Let's go to Hollywood and make a move.
I've had a few questions on the equipment that I use to shoot my videos, and frankly, it really depends on what I shoot and where I'm at, and you know, lighting and all that kind of things. But if I put it in a nutshell, actually, I use three things. I use GoPro because it's super compact, super easy, 4K quality, great to edit, great, you know, compact size to travel with. So absolutely, I work with two GoPros. Right now, I'm recording this on a GoPro, so that shows you that GoPro is my go-to tool. I also like the DJI Osmo Pocket because it has an amazing gimbal stabilizer. It is amazing in low light, so a lot of the evening shots, a lot of the more, you know, action shots, yes, the GoPro has great digital stabilizers, but frankly, I like the gimbal stabilization on the Osmo Pockets. For the rest, I have a DSLR camera, 5D Mark II, with different lenses. It's more bulky, it's more heavy, but sometimes depending on, you know, angles and focus and depth, I would use that. But then, as you know, most of these shoots I do solo, so I'll have to put that on a tripod. And last but not least, I use a drone. Many of you love my drone shots. I used to use the DJI Mini, Mavic Mini, and now I moved up to the Mini 3 Pro. Frankly, the Mavics and the others are a bit bigger, a bit heavier, a bit more stable in wind. But when you travel, weight really matters. So Mini 3 Pro right now is my go-to tool. Next question. I'm old school. I like paper, and you sent me so many questions that I had to write them down. And yes, I don't use tablets. I mean, you know, I don't put it on my phone. I just write it on an old school piece of paper. So next question was, what's your favorite airline to travel with? Frankly, none of these airlines do pay me any money, so I'm not going to endorse anybody here. But if I have to judge purely by the comfort and the service, I would definitely put Emirates first. But again, it really depends on the destinations you travel to, you know, the routes you fly with. But in general, my personal opinion, favorite airline, yeah, Emirates.
No bad days in a lane. No bad days in a lane. No.
Next question. You guys ask me, what do I hate most about travel? Frankly, not much, but I think the thing I hate is jet lag. I mean, you know, it just takes a day or two, especially when you did a huge leap in time zones to settle in. But yeah, I'm not gonna say I hate it, but I think the most inconvenient thing is jet lag.
No bad days in a lane. No bad days in a lane. No. I'm going up, yeah, I gotta go, bitch. You can hate on me, yeah. Call me mama, man, you can call me check. Either way, I'ma show what I want, so
Alright guys, next question. It's a bit windy out here. We're gonna talk a little bit louder, and there's a bit of traffic there too, so I hope you can hear me. But your next question is, or was, about the motivation of my channel. Like, why am I posting these videos? Why am I investing all this time to make these videos and film them and edit them? Am I in it for the money? Am I earning a lot of money? And am I in it for the clout and fame? Frankly, the answer is no, absolutely not. I do these videos because I was fortunate enough in my life to travel to a whole lot of amazing destinations, live in fantastic places. And after the pandemic, I kind of thought, you know what? I really want to share these things. And I thought, since I'm traveling anyhow, why don't I do a few videos? And frankly, I don't have a script. I don't go out there with a plan of what kind of video I want to make and what sort of places I want to show, but I really go with the flow and kind of show things out of my own perspective. There's so many travel vloggers out there. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I mean, Harold Boulder and the Bald and Bancroft and so many amazing travel vloggers out there. Do I want to compete with them? No, not at all. Do I want to be different? Yes, absolutely. What I try to do in my videos is actually give you space to explore these places for yourself. So I don't want to talk about all the videos and visuals and show you my point of view and tell you what I think and what I see, but what I usually like to do in my videos is give you a small intro of what the place is, what the history is, what the background is, and then for the rest, give you, the audience, the opportunity to just soak up that place by yourself by just doing, you know, montages with music in the background so that you actually have an opportunity to explore these places by yourself and make up your own ideas of an interpretation of the things you see and that kind of thing. So I don't want to be the travel vlogger that talks and talks and talks. And yes, as I said earlier in this video here is slightly different because it's a Q&A, so there is a lot of monologue and a lot of me talking, answering your questions. But coming back to the original question, am I in this for the money and the fame? No, not at all. I'm just happy to show beautiful places and beautiful culture to an audience. And yes, of course, it means a lot if you guys give me a thumbs up and a comment and some feedback, and if you subscribe to the channel, because it shows me that you're interested and that you want more content. And yes, absolutely, feedback matters. I mean, if there's things you want me to do, certain places you want me to visit, or if you think certain things I do are stupid or you don't like them, would I change it? Not really, but at least feedback matters. So I'm happy to give you content that you like, and if you like it, of course, it gives me an endorsement, but I'm really not in it for the money and the fame. And as I said earlier, I'm just happy to share beautiful landscapes, beautiful places and cultures with you as my audience.
No bad days in a lane. No bad days in a lane. No, no, no. Go up, yeah, I gotta go, bitch. You can hate on me, yeah. Call me mama, you can call me.
Alright guys, this sort of brings us to the end of this Q&A video. Frankly, it's the first time I've done them. I might do a few more depending on how many questions I get over time, and if I feel that these questions are actually worthy and useful to share with a wider audience. But in case I didn't answer a question you asked, or if you're just watching this and actually, you know, think, oh, I really want to ask Kriz that, feel free to drop the question in the comments and I'll be happy to reach out to you individually and answer your question. For the rest, yes, I know you guys are waiting for new travel vlogs, new destinations, and like I said earlier, the good news is absolutely yes, I have been to plenty of places, filmed plenty of content. The only thing is I haven't gotten down to edit them, so rest assured there is plenty of goodies in the pipeline, and there's plenty of videos dropping on this channel very soon. If you're new to the channel and you like travel vlogs, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, make sure you activate the notification bell so that you know when I uploaded a new clip. And as I said earlier, feedback really matters. So any feedback you have about the destinations I visit, if you have questions or even travel tips or ideas, feel free to reach out to me. So I bring this video to the end for today, and I hope to see you guys very soon. And as I said, stay tuned because there are plenty of more amazing destination videos coming your way. Until then, I hope you guys are gonna stay safe, be happy, be healthy, and I hope to see you somewhere, somehow on this beautiful planet again very soon. Until then, God bless and take care.